Welcome to your Insider's Explainer on navigating the local tennis landscape right here in Glendale and Burbank. If you're tired of just driving around with your racket sitting in the passenger seat, hoping, just praying to find an empty net, well, you're absolutely in the right place. Today, we're going to make it easier than ever for you to actually get out on the court. So, here's our playbook for today. We're going to break down the court hunting problem, map out the major facilities, uncover some free and low-cost courts, crack the code on booking rules and costs, and finally, dive into coaching and skill building. All right, let's jump right into section 1, the court hunting problem. Now, you might be wondering, hey, can I just grab my racket, call up a buddy, and walk onto a local court? Well, the reality is, it's not quite that simple. The local tennis scene is honestly a pretty wild mix. You've got chaotic, first-come, first-served public parks right alongside these strictly scheduled, highly competitive private facilities. Because look, finding a court, that's easy. But finding a quality court that actually has open availability, that takes a strategic playbook. Casual park courts, they might have sagging nets, massive cracks right in the middle of the baseline, faded lines, you name it. On the flip side, those pristine courts, they usually require reservations weeks in advance. So to avoid completely wasting your afternoon, you need to know exactly where to look. Which brings us to section 2, major local tennis facilities. To skip the insane wait times and, frankly, the poor playing conditions, let's map out the heavy hitters. When it comes down to guaranteed play, you basically have 3 primary, super reliable options. Up top, we've got Scholl Canyon. This place boasts 10 fully lit courts open from 6 a.m. all the way to 10 p.m. You can easily book those using the GTA app or just by calling the pro shop. Then there's Fremont Park, with 8 courts plus 4 pickleball courts, which are also managed right there on the GTA app. And finally, the massive Burbank Tennis Center features 12 courts. Now for Burbank, you'll want to download the BallButton app to lock in your spot. Trust me, having these specific apps ready on your phone, that is your absolute golden ticket to getting a guaranteed match. What's really interesting here, though, is the surface comparison. So Scholl Canyon and Fremont feature your standard hard courts, meaning fast playing asphalt or concrete with that acrylic coating. But Burbank Tennis Center uniquely offers 2 hard true clay courts. And listen, if you have never played on clay, it's just fantastic. It does cost a little bit more to rent, sure, but the surface is significantly softer, it plays a bit slower, and most importantly, it is incredibly forgiving on your knees and joints. A real game changer, for sure. Moving right along to section 3, free and low-cost courts. So what if you aren't looking for that premium clay court experience? Let's pivot to the budget hacks. $4. Yep, just $4. That is literally all it costs for an hour of court time at Glorieta Park on Verdugo Road. It is the absolute most affordable paid rate in the entire area, and it gives you 4 decently maintained courts. It's a fantastic middle ground if you want to pay a tiny bit for some structure, but without completely breaking the bank. But hey, you can also play entirely for free during specific walk-in hours at Fremont Park. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. and again from 12 to 2 p.m. You can literally just check in at the office and play at no cost. You can also try your luck at first-come, first-served public parks, places like Scholl Canyon, which has 4 courts, or Rossmoyne Park. Just keep in mind what we discussed earlier, right? Be prepared for potentially lower court quality and definitely observe those informal 1-hour courtesy limits if people are waiting to play. Now for section 4, booking rules and costs. Now that we've mapped out the landscape of where to play, let's break down the logistics of exactly when and how to secure that court time. When it comes to booking, timing is absolutely everything. The crucial thing here is understanding peak hours. Look, if you want a prime time slot, we're talking weekday evenings between 5 and 8 p.m. or a weekend morning between 8 and 11 a.m., you really need to book a full week out at the popular facilities. Mid-week daytime slots, those usually just need about 24 to 48 hours notice. But if you're an early bird or a night owl, you can almost always snag an early morning or late evening slot on the exact same day. Okay, before you actually head out, lock in this pregame routine. First, always verify availability on the GTA or BallButton apps. Don't just assume. Second, bring your own rackets, balls, and water. Third, be sure to respect those 60 to 90-minute time limits for paid reservations. And fourth, arrive at least 10 minutes early to hunt for parking because, let's be honest, this is still LA County, right? Oh, and one super important note about the weather. Outdoor courts will close during rain, and most facilities actually don't offer refunds within 24 hours. So definitely always check the forecast. All right, bringing us home with Section 5, coaching and skill building. Finally, If you want to progress beyond just, casually rallying with friends and truly level up your game, let's look at the best local options for structured coaching. If you're seriously focused on skill development, the 3015 Tennis Academy on Glenwood Road in Glendale is a major standout. They use a highly structured biomechanical focus. And what I absolutely love about this place is they limit group sizes to a max of just 4 players per court. That ensures you're actually getting personalized attention from certified staff, like co-founders Madher and Oleg. They even offer a free trial session to get you started, so there's literally zero risk in checking it out. Beyond that, you've also got some really great on-site instruction options. The Glendale Tennis Academy runs these fantastic competitive junior training programs over at Fremont Park and Scholl Canyon, and they use a very structured red, orange, and green ball progression for the kids. Or if you're over in Burbank, the Burbank Tennis Center offers full-service clinics, league play, and private lessons for absolutely all ages and skill levels. So, we've mapped out the pristine hard courts, those rare clay courts, the budget hacks, and the elite coaching. The only question left is, now that all the friction of finding a court has been completely removed, what is stopping you from playing the absolute best tennis of your life this season?